fantasy swords look awesome, but they're rarely usable. So when we find a fantasy sword that's both cool and usable, we get excited. Ugh. We have found two cool and practical fantasy swords. The first is the Batleth from Star Trek.
And the second is Needle from Hollow Knight Silksong.
But they can't both be the best.
And the only way to determine a winner is for them to go head to head
In a duel.
Now, before we go cutting each other up with sharp swords, let's talk a little bit about this matchup.
Starting with Needle.
Needle is a spear-sword hybrid. It has the versatility of a sword with the reach and the maneuverability of a spear. Plus, Hornet attaches a rope to it, so you can throw it and retract it, which we've attempted with varying degrees of success.
The Batleth is also super versatile. You can use it in a long sword grip and get away with some cheeky one-handed cuts, or you can move to a half sword grip, which will be devastating up close and personal. It also has hand protection, which is always a big plus.
But there are some downsides. Needle, for instance, has no hand protection, which is a big problem. Plus, the extended handle means it's not quite as maneuverable as a normal longsword would be with a standard length.
Meanwhile, the Batleth's biggest flaw is its lack of range, which is absolutely a huge deal in an unarmored duel.
But all of this talking
Isn't gonna prove anything.
I think it's time to suit up.
Yeah, hand.
A little bit on my arm, but
Yes.
it's so long.
It's so long. You kind of made contact. No, nothing.
Okay, I've been being nice. Don't be mean.
All right, okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, hand.
I got a hand.
Nothing.
Okay, let's switch and see if anything changes. Yeah. It's so long.
It's so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You clipped my arm
I
on,
skated by.
but it would have maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think it would stop me. Yeah. So you have to close so far.
Yeah, it's.
That one I got.
Yeah, you got it.
Last one. Yeah. It just, the length was the big thing.
Yeah, the Batleth got maybe 2-3 points, but the length was just
It's
too
so
far.
much longer and you have so much time. Even when the Batleth half sorted, it was easy for this guy to keep retreating and hit around it.
Yeah, I thought that should you successfully close and wind off with a Batleth, you'd have a chance, but it was too easy to just back up, say no, redirect, and hit anyways.
So does that mean that we have to give the crown to Needle?
I don't think we can yet, because the Batleth, as we discussed, will be best in an armored context.
You were right. So I think if it's an unarmored duel, Needle wins. But it's not yet determined who would win if we fully suited up.
So, let's get some armor on and test it again.
So now we're gonna do an armored test, and we're gonna wear armor not as worn, but as intended. We're gonna say that this person has full chain underneath this, a chain skirt coming down to here. They would also have plate here, and they'd have an aventail. So really, what we're gonna be looking at is thrusts that come into the armpit or thrusts that come onto the soft spot where there's chain, and press. It can't just touch. Any cut to the armor is gonna be useless.
Same for the helmet. They would normally have an amount of slit visor here, but we're not gonna worry too hard about throwing you and getting it. If you get into a position where you have superior control of your opponent, we're giving that as a win for whoever got that grapple.
So the points are gonna be scored on you get something in a weak point and you can press with structure, or you get thrown to the ground. So let's see who wins. We were gonna wear our cool armored salets, but we can't because the mics don't fit in it. So womp womp.
We only have one anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This sucks. I'd much rather have a
Yeah.
longer spear.
Nowadays we're saying that this one has a slightly
Yeah,
less
but
long
it's still,
handle, but it'd be about the same.
even if the handle is a little longer, it's still too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Aventail.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty big switch.
Yeah. Enough to swap. Yep.
You can just walk forward.
You can. Yeah. Yeah.
It's too long, and it's not enough
No,
half.
what's interesting is I even managed to holding here, get it, but I couldn't apply pressure.
Yeah, I felt.
Because you were resisting.
Well, I
with
felt
the back left.
you laid on here,
Yeah.
and then I was like, that's nothing.
Yeah, because I couldn't
Yeah.
lean into it with the back left. You have your whole body weight. Yep, right there. Yeah, right there. Oh,
Because
okay.
I can do that,
Yeah,
I can lower here. Now it's a
you have
dagger.
a dagger, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
This thing's awesome.
so that was night and day.
It changed literally everything. While this was better than the Batleth was unarmored, this shut this out.
It was even
completely.
more. Yeah.
This is min-maxing.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is an okay all-rounder. This thing was made for armor. One of the cool things was spears are good against armor, but because this is so wide, you didn't have a good leverage point. It was hard to get it into me.
What was interesting is even when I was holding it here, trying these things,
Yeah.
there were a couple times I could almost get on point.
But I could
But
just...
you have more structure than I
Structure,
do.
yeah.
I can't out leverage the bat left.
Well, the interesting thing to me was I was in this position and you were able to move me to the side. All I had to do was wrap this and I had a dagger. This then became like, that's so cool.
It was so good.
To switch from half sorting to switch to, I have a one-handed dagger that I can maneuver around you. This thing is amazing.
It was so good, especially because even what made this so much better unarmored was I could say no, it hit anywhere.
Yeah.
If I have to say no backing up and do this,
I just walked you down.
You crumpled.
What happened was as soon as you tried to hit me, I just wall and
Yeah.
you go to a different wall. I don't care. I have
Dang.
armor. I keep walking and keep walking.
Yeah.
I will walk you down like the Terminator and then I will kill you.
It was honestly, I think.
And when you were doing it to me, it was the same thing. I
Yeah,
was like,
it's so
no,
good.
no,
You just
no, no,
walk
no, no.
down. You don't have to worry about
No.
your lack of range or even your targets because you could just get in there. And what's super cool is the way that these hooks work. As you were
Yeah.
saying, you have this one for here, but if I'm just naturally here,
Yeah.
I wind. This is the easiest. It's just extension. I don't have to aim.
You got me
It
so many
naturally goes
times
there.
when I was like, I'm safe, I'm close enough, and then all of a sudden this hook came out of nowhere and I was like, where did that come from?
Because you just extend and because it's your whole body,
Yeah.
you can put your whole body weight behind it.
It was
so good.
Super OP. So I think we have to say, Needle gets the crown for an unarmored duel, but in armor.
I don't know if anything will beat the battle of an armor.
I don't know.
That was so good.
You know what? If you're a smith out there, we need a sparring safe, armor combat safe, carbon steel batleth to do some full harness with, because that
Yeah.
against a longsword,
What was
I want to see. I want to see how it would go.
It was so crazy because while this did win unarmored,
Yeah.
it won by a large margin, but
But
not
not
as big of a margin as this won by an
shutout.
armored.
Complete shutout.
Not a single point
No.
with this in armored. This was so good.
It was so good. Well, I guess that's the answer to the question, which one is better? And the answer is both.
It depends on the context.
Thanks for watching, and we hope you liked this stupid video.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
And if you like what we do here, please consider supporting us for as low as $1 a month on Patreon or YouTube memberships. It super duper helps us out.
Catch us in the next one.